This video is for continuous joining. Continuous joining is not a stitch, it's a technique. The stitch I'm going to be using is the same as we've been using to make the granny squares, which is the 3 clusters. I'm using cream yarn and the same hook that I used to make the squares. First thing is, you need to place the squares in the order you would like them made. The order the squares are joined is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm starting with a slip knot on my hook and 1 chain. As this square is a plain coloured one, it doesn't matter which corner I start in. I'm starting with a standing treble in that corner and another 2 trebles. This is the first half of the first corner. Then I'm working as before with 3 trebles in each gap along the side. Now this is where it gets ever so slightly different. We are doing 3 trebles and 2 chain in the corner instead of the usual 1. You'll understand why when we get back to that corner. And then work along the other side exactly the same. So for this corner we are doing 3 trebles and 2 chain. Put your second block where you want it joined. Very carefully pick up the 2 blocks and hold them back to back. Then work 3 trebles into this first corner. Slip stitch into the gap between your 2 groups of 3 trebles in your first block, and then 3 trebles into the next space on your second block. Do this all the way along. Finishing with 3 trebles in this corner. Now this time we're going to do a slip stitch into this corner, which is the equivalent of your first chain, and then a chain for the second one. And that now looks like that. The next job is to work along that side and down to that corner, the same as you did on that one. And there you go. You can see it looks like that. The cream has now added an extra row of clusters on the sides that we've worked. We're going to do exactly the same for the third block. We're going to put that there, pick them up like that, and then work your 3 trebles into your first corner. Slip stitch to the block opposite, and 3 trebles into your next one. Now again, this is done all the way down to the bottom. Ending with 3 in this one, slip stitch to this one, 1 chain, and this time we need to work all the way around back to this corner. Now when we get to this bit, we've already worked half of the corner. This is going to create the second half of each of these corners. We're going to do 3 trebles in this one, one chain, slip stitch into your 2 chain loop, another chain, and then 3 trebles in here. And you can see that looks like a complete row, and that is your corner. Now I'm going to do this all the way across to this one. That is your first row of blocks joined. Next, we're joining this block here, which is going to go like that. Again, put it in place, pick your blocks up back to back, turn them around so that the one you need to work into is facing you, and work 3 trebles into that first corner. Slip stitch opposite, and 3 trebles into the next one. Do this all the way to the next corner. This bit is exactly the same as joining on the first row. So just slip stitch into there, 1 chain, turn, and just work up to this corner. There you go. Now the first side of the next block is exactly the same as joining these down here. Pick it up like that and work your 3 trebles into your first corner, and then carry on down the side in the same way as you have been doing. You can see I'm down in this bottom corner. Now this corner is slightly different because we have 2 to join it to. We need to slip stitch into that chain space there, and then fold this so that that sits that way, because we're now joining the bottom of this to the bottom square, and slip stitch into that block. Then work your next 3 trebles into that block. And you can see how your corner is all neatly joined. For this one, we now need to work across here and down here, the same as we did for this one. Now you can see the second block is joined in the same way as the first one. The next one is going here. What you need to remember is to do your 3 trebles in the corner, slip stitch to that block, slip stitch to that block, and then carry along the end. And that is block number 6 joined. Working across the top here is exactly the same as we did for the first row. I'm not going to show you that again. You can just rewind the video if you want to check it out. The next 3 blocks fit on the top here, and these are joined in exactly the same way as row 2, with the top being done exactly in the same way as first row. I'm just going to pause this here while I join those, and then I will show you how to finish it all off. Well, I'm rather pleased with how that is looking. The cream brings out the other colours quite nicely, and as you can see, all 3 rows are joined. The good news is that this row, this edge here, is done exactly the same way as the top 4 previous rounds. I'm going to get on with that, then just show you this final little bit. Now we're back at the bottom corner. I've done my 3 treble, 1 chain, and just slip stitch to the first chain. And there you have it. Now if you want to carry on, you can carry on with another row in the same way as we did the original granny square, but you will only need 1 chain in the corners now. Just do your 2 treble in this one, and 3 in each one along to the corners. Now this is where it's ever so slightly different. We don't really want 3 trebles in there and 3 trebles in there, because that will give us too many. So we're going to do 3 trebles over the joining stitch. And then 3 trebles in there. And you can see that now sits nice and flat.